When can we
Yeah.
when can we possibly see the recording on the head part?
Well, because I had this issue with the computer that didn't wake up until like when I logged in, I couldn't send you the links, but I will send it today after we are done.
Yeah. You said you have an old recording from
Yeah.
your previous. Yeah,
I
that
just
could
have to
help.
send you the links, and I have to upload the one that I did yesterday. So I don't know how long will that take, and this one, but I will send it to you.
Thank you.
I remember. So now we have this thread number 1 that we use to attach the body to the head, and that thread that's coming out of number 11 here, we're going to be using that thread and go up through the number 8, well, 8mm roll here. We have to go up, and I have a little tightness here. Try to get in somehow. Oh boy. So wherever your needle comes out, let it be there. And now so here you have numbered the rows up to 12, and in real life you don't see this first 7 because it's covered with beads. So you would have to come out, and again we have to adjust accordingly. Okay, let's see. You will have to come out of the bead before last one. So my thread came out here, and I just go through these beads to get to here. come out bead before last. I'm leaving the last one out. Last row, I should say. That's per the instruction, it's page 1. And here we add Miyuki 8. And I'm gonna try to do it per instructions first to see if it fits my seahorse. But what I would suggest to do, just to see, to put your seahorse in a position, how it would be, approximately. So the neck, this part will continue the arch here, like this. And basically, let's see, this part you need to fill in, and it has to be snug to the pearls and obviously to 11 beads. Take number 8. Just one. And we have to attach it to these two. 1, 2. These two. And it's per instruction. And as it says in instruction, it fits my beads as well. You don't want so what you want is this first bead to be in place where it is snug to number 8 here. It's not, there is no gap between this bead and number 8, not number 8, 8mm pearl, and it's not overlapping, like it's not doing like this. If it's kind of like this, then it's too close and you would need to move it a little to so it sits snug like this. If you need to change rows, I mean to move it, that's fine. You would have to adjust that. Then we go back into number 8. And add another 8. Thread is coming from the right, you go in from the left to right. One 8 on top of another. And you go back in through the 8 that you just added. Turn to the front side and attach this bead to the same 2 rows as the previous bead. Oopsie, I did it wrong. I'll show you. So the thread is coming out of the right side of this number 8 bead right there. It's right here. It's coming out of here. And I went the opposite way, this way. And that was a mistake because then my thread will be twisted and beads will not sit well. So I have to work in the same direction. And try to make sure that your beads are directly on top of another. And straighten out them if needed. Because over pull of thread can cause crookedness. So my thread is coming out from the right. So I go in from right to left. So 2 11 beads, the same rows. And back into the 8. So I attach them underneath. Maybe in the case will be too tight, but we'll see. Now we have to make 7 more rows of Miyuki 8. So we build up on top.
The class going.
Good.
My day's been unproductive. I've just slept all day.
Hmm.
Relax.
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Sure, yes.
On page 5 of the head, number 2, it says to add a Miyuki 15.
Yes.
Are you also adding a demi, or is that the side profile of the 11?
It's side profile of the 11 demi.
On the back of the 11?
So when you face, oh, I'll show you. So this one.
No,
If
below it.
look at it from the outside. This
Yeah,
is
but below it. Step 8.
so this 15 goes between number 11 and this Miyuki demi round.
So it's on the back side, the inside.
So it's the inside, yeah. Let me show you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This bead. Oh, can you see it's right here? So this is the demi 11.
Right.
And if you look at it here, so this where it is. And on the inside, there is 11, number 11. And between them, on the inside, there is number 15 right here.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm sorry to bother you.
You are not a bother. I said I'll answer any questions.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Back to this. 8 rows go together. Make sure your thread goes in front as well. And your front will be on the bottom. Two, 5, 6. Um, 8. 8 are instructions, but if your beads are too thick, you might need only 7. Let's see. And this is what it should be like. So we make Seahorse. Put it in a position where this bead touching this bead and these beads are touching. That is, and so when you do this herringbone, so my beads fit the instruction beads, and those are, if somebody has them, gunmetal. So they will also fit the instruction if you have gunmetal. And what needs to happen here is 8 rows sit in a nice semicircle arch, what do you call it? Arch, and this number 8 demi-round that sits between 8mm and 10mm kind of fits perfectly in between 7 and 8 row, and that's exactly what we need. Now, I'll show you example with nickel. Nickel beads are thicker. So we put the Seahorse in the position where how it would be. And since they're thicker, I used here only 2, 4, 6, 7 beads compared to 8 beads per instruction. So make sure, so if you have nickel, you would probably need to use 7 beads here. What to look for is the 2, so the last bead is touching number 10. Not number 10, 10mm pearl. So, and it's not overlapping, but it's just on the edge. That's what we need. And this number 8 demi-round goes in between last and before last bead. This to be. This is what we need. And since these beads are too thick, there is a little gap here, tiny gap, which is okay, or you can add which I probably would, a row of 11 seed beads here because they would fit when the 8 wouldn't fit, and they would fill in this gap. And I think so. If I find, maybe I'll do that example again. But let's continue with this. So you check, you do your herringbone and check. Put the seahorse in the position, how it will look. And everything looks nice and dandy. Nothing is sticking out. And it fills in the spot perfectly. So since it does, we are gonna attach where are we attaching it? Oh, we're not attaching it yet. All right. Let me look at the instructions. Now we have to go back here to 8 rows of Miyuki 8. Don't tighten the thread too much because it will create uneven rows on even sides. So let it be just as you tension before. And then we start adding, come out of the 11 and start adding herringbone on top. With 11 seed beads. Down 2, down 1. So you added 1 row of 11. And then you connect it with the bottom row and second row of your 8. Down with 2 beads. Attach this bead to 2 top ones, this bead to 2 top ones, and do the same on this side. attach and then add two again. Continue herringbone. Then I guess we will check whether or not we can attach this bead. So this third row of number 8. Something came up. Is right underneath of number 11. So they match perfect, so we can attach them. Whether or not it fits it says on the instruction, kind of doesn't matter. You have to play it by the beads that you have at hand. So they have to align, and you see they align, and we will attach. Sometimes it's one bead, one and one bead. Sometimes it's one number 8 bead and two number 11. Because it goes in like arch shape. New herringbone on top. Another row. Let's check again. Well, one row is not enough to attach to downstairs bead. So I add another row. Make a shape again. And now I see that I can attach the fourth row. 1, 2, 3, fourth row of number 8 beads to two last rows of Miyuki 11. And watch your tension here, have it on the looser side. other row of 11. Okay. Next. Looks like I can attach this one row to number 5 row of number 11 or number 8.
Sweet. This in connecting the two parts, head and tail, and it says use new thread about 2 meters long.
Right.
We're not talking about the head part, the tail part, or the other end of the thread, right? Or is that what you're talking about? The
Oh,
the
you have to get a new thread
new thread. Okay.
about 2 meters. And I thread both ends, like I put needles on both ends. That's just how I do it. But if you don't want to, you can switch needles.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
So you take a new thread. If you have enough needles, I would put needle on each end.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I do it. But you don't have to. So here, again, I'm kind of watch. So the edge of my 11 and 8 here is okay, but on this end it's not. So it needs another row of 11. And I just watch for the bead edge would match top and bottom rows. And here it is okay. Now I attach 2 last rows of 11 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 row of number 8. 2. Back here. Back through the 6 row on this side. And then out to add another row. So this next row matches well with the row before last, the 7th row of number 8. So I'm going to attach those. Back. No. Open it again. And it looks like we need another row. Yeah, now so two last rows can be attached to the last row of number 8. Check. All right. Our arch of the neck looks nice and even. And that's what it should look like. Now we need to attach these two beads to the demi-round 8 here. The way we do it, we go back into the last row of 8, number 8, then up through the demi-round, and up through the 7th row, all the same direction. And then we go on the other side, go down to through 7th row of number 8, down through demi-round. So demi-round kind of goes in between of 7 and 8 row. And down through the last row of 8. And that's how you connect and attach the neck on this side. And now we have to come back out of number 11 and start herringbone. I believe going all the way down. Oh no, well, yes, all the way down, but in sections. And here you will also have to look, because beads are different depending on color, you'll have to see how many rows you will have to make. And for instruction here, next one you add 10 rows. 10 rows. 1. Two. Mm. Two. Mm. Six. 7. 8. Okay, added 8. Let's check. 8 is enough because we need to make enough to attach number 11 beads to the demi-round. And it makes sense because these beads are thicker than the ones in the instructions. And per instruction, you add 10 you add 10 rows. And this next demi-round also sits in between the beads. So I added 8 rows, so it would sit between 8th and 7th row. So just like here, we will attach it, go back 1 row, up through demi, up 7th row, down 7th row, down demi, and down 8th. Okay. So this herringbone, it goes on the back of a seahorse. Will go all around here, and I think ends here. And the way it needs to sit is gently touching the beads. It cannot have extra space, and it cannot be too tight either. So the number of rows that you will need just to achieve this kind of look. So it's nice and relaxed, but fits well where it should be. And it's page 17. where we just did this. Here, this is the back side. We start making herringbone on the side like we did on the tail part. But we start with 11 seed beads. And then 15. And we add 3 rows of 15. 1, 2, and 3. Now we go back through all 4 rows. Gently pull and go out of the last base, the last row, and back in. And do the same on this side. To 11. And 315. Three rows of 15. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you have 2 tails. And now we connect them with 111 and 1, 2, 3, 4 bellicose. And 111. and we go on the opposite side. Top rows all the way through. And we add 15 here. Down. And through the added beads. And to the other side, bottom rows. We add 15 here. And come back. Through the added beads again. And the back. This is page 20. Now we go back up. It says, I think it says 10 rows, but so we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 10 rows. So we have to come out of 11 on top of plus 2 beads of number 8. That is where we need to go. However many rows.
Lana,
Yeah.
you said you needed to go back up to where, because sometimes you adjust your 11-aught count, you need to go back to above what 8-aught?
At what stage? Where I am?
Yeah, where you are right now.
So we have, right now, I have to go up enough rows so I can enter the last 2 beads
Okay, thank
of
you,
number 8.
thank you.
And here we start herringbone. As well. I'm out of thread. So we start with 2 11 beads, and they are gonna be attached to the last 2 number 8 beads. Like this. So up 1, And we add 15. And we go back in the rows that we just added. Then down through the number 8 plus 2 beams of number 8 and go to another side up through 2 number 8 beads and add the same herringbone number 11 down and number 15. And my thread ends here. Yeah. It's just inserting a new thread. Okay, came out where I need to be. Here we need to add 1 Miyuki 11 and 5 delicates. page 22. And now we attach both ends. So we come now the top rows. So we're going to the top. We add Miyuki 15. Go up through 2 rows. In through the added bead again. To bottom row. And one Miyuki 11. Oh, not 11, 15. Go down. And we just went through again. For all of the other beads. Okay. Those threads get so tangled and so on. Go back again. Bottom row. Now we go up. Number 8. And you check periodically how everything looks. Nothing sticking out where it shouldn't. So if you find that you made this base for your back behind on the back, and it's kind of sticking out like this, Well, when you finish everything, it means you have extra bead here. So I would suggest to redo it, because otherwise your back, all the decorations you will have on it, they have to sit on a nice and flat back base of the for these beads, because if you have ripples here, it will not I'm not sure what's gonna happen on top. It might not even work or be very ripply. Right now it's all nice and snug, but it has to be like kind of loose but snug to the beads, to the pearls. No ripples like this. And of course you have to put it in position to understand whether or not you have ripples. You do, then you'll need to take one arrow out. So now we have to go up through all of the number 8 beads. That's where you can kind of pull it a little bit. And here we add 4 millimeter pearl. Eleven CB. And 1 Delica. And this will be attached to oh, hold on. Attaching to Delica. This Delica. Where your bottom eye string is attached to that Delica. And then you go back through the added beads. And here you attach, well, add number 8. Yuki. And that goes onto the 11. So yes. So we'll be attaching to this 11 that is right in front of the 11 that is attached to the first row of number 8. Disastrously. How's everybody doing? I feel like I'm talking to myself.
Pretty good. I'm on the head number 2, page 17.
That's progress.
Am I getting towards the end?
Well, maybe not exactly, but it will eventually end.
At this point, I'm mostly just following along and watching because I plan to make some color changes. So I'm just picking up tips.
Mhm. Now we go back through these beads that we added. Right now. Go through the same derica that we attached these beads to. And go back again. And this time we go into the number 8 beads. All the way down. And go on the other side. And go all the way up. And we can tighten up as well. And we have to add the same beads here. So it's 4 millimeter pearl. Then 11 CB and Delica. We'll attach it to the same to the Delica where this bottom line is attached. The eye that's holding the eye. Go up. And we need number 8. Attach to this Miyuki 11, the same row as previous one. Go down. Reinforce always. Right.
Pretty good. At this point, I'm just following along. Oops, sorry.
Go back through. Again. Back into this bead. All the way down. Out from Delica. And here we add number 8. Number 8, demi round. Number 8, demi round. 315. 1, 2, 3. 315. 2 more 15. And number 8, demi. So demi 8, 5, 15, and demi 8. And all this is getting attached to the middle delica here. So we have 5 delicas going through, so we go into the middle one. So you have 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Oops. Okay. Now we're coming up demi round and 2 delicas, 2 15s. And add 3 15 and 1 demi 8. And we enter this delica, go through the beads that we added here with the pearl. You can tighten it and up through the 8. Here we add demi 8. And go up through 11 bead that this demi 8 is attached to. Then go down again. Down, down until here, down again. Down through demi 8 and out of delica where this demi 8 is attached. And then we add 1 delica on top of this delica. couple times. Back through delica. Go up, demi and 2 15 millimeters, and we're going on the other side of the beads. Do all the beads on this side. If only this thread cooperate. Number 8. Adding demi. Number 8. Touching. Oh. Going through number 11, that is this. Number 8 is attached. Find the angle. Okay, and then from you can pull back here already. That was number 30 page. Now we're going down again. These rows of beads. Out of delicate, and then delicate, the one that we added on top. It came out of that. That's delicate. And now we add 3 millimeter rose mantis. And 115 millimeter. And we attach it to, so we have how many delicas? 1, 2, 3, 4 delicas. So we attach to 2 middle ones. 1, 2. The ones that in the middle. And we add another 15. And go back into Rosemary's. And through the delica, first delica here on top, on the opposite side, pull everything. And I believe we do it twice. And we go through this twice, yeah. And go down again. Pull it. Attach to 2 delicas. Up again. Out of delica. Back into the second delica. For these beads. Up again. This middle bead, it's number 15. Then down through 3 beads. So you're coming out of 11 here before delicas. Here we add three hex cut 15 and 1 check 15. And you go into the Rosemary's on the side. The same here, with the opposite direction would be 1 check 15 and 3 hex cut. And we go into the 11 up 3 beads. Pull in tight up this middle 15 bead, down 3, coming out. So you go into 11, 15, and 11. Pull tight. Then go through the beads you just added. 3 hex cut and 1 check Charlotte. Pull tight. And then you add 1 check Charlotte and 3 hex cut. Again. And then we're going to 11 on this side. Through all the beads of herringbone on top, then go through the middle one, down all the beads, back into the beads that we added, into the rosemantees from this side. Do the same here. So 1 Charlotte 15, 3 hex cut, and the same on this side into the 11. So top row of herringbone into the middle of 15, down 11 3/15s, and into the beads that we just through 11 and through the beads we just added. And then we continue it on this side, Charlotte and 3 hex cut. Here we go out, come up, rather, 11, then 15, and then 11 of the bottom rows of the herringbone. And then we go into the last row of the 8, last bead. And here we add 11 bead and 15 bead. And the way you attach it, so you just see where it fits well. So for me, it will be in this bead, because that's where the edge is. So it's logically going here. All the way down. all the way here. Into this herringbone out of 11. Then out of Delica. And here we add 1, 2, Miyuki 15. Go back into the Delica from the opposite side where thread enters. Thread exits to the opposite side. Then go into the next Delica. And 2 Miyuki 15. Back into the same Delica we came out of. And then go to the next Delica. You add 2 more Miyuki 15. Go into the same Delica. And through another Delica. And add another 2 Miyuki 15. Go through Delica and 11. Then up rows of this herringbone. Or is it not up rows? Oh no, it's bottoms. Bottom rows. Into the middle of Miyuki 15. Now down through the rows on top out of 11. And back into this hex cut. Now three hex cut and 1 Charlotte 15. And the instruction says to add 1 more Charlotte between these two. For my beading here, I honestly do not need it. It would be extra, so it would be not necessary. And I guess in those beads there was extra space there. So if you do have minute extra space here between these Charlotte 15s, then you add another Charlotte 15. If you don't, you just don't. You just connect both sides, top and bottom.
Svetlana,
Yeah,
what page is that?
that's page 39. Well,
Okay, thank you.
and it would be second side And first Charlotte 15 that I was talking about is added on page 36. So again, you look whether you need it or not. Okay. So I don't need it. And here it came out of hex cut, 3 hex cut, then I go into 11, then the rows on the right up, and we add, and now we go into number 8 here, the last bead of number 8. And here we add 111 and 115. On the side, and we attach it to the same rows here. Go down. And tighten up. And here's your neck. So you come out of number 11, the row before last row. You go in the top rows of this herringbone. Well, actually, I'm gonna go at the last bead. And into the last, this bottom rows, and then into the 11. Here. And then from 11, we go into through all these added 15s that are just kind of jumping around here. So one by one, we put the needle through. Make sure you don't skip, because they kind of twist. Now it's easy to skip them. And 2. Here we can pull, then go into 11 and top rows of the herringbone. So tight. Down the middle. bottom rows of the herringbone. And here we add 1 Charlotte 15. We're skipping this 11 and we're going back into the 15s that we just put together. Out of the last 15, right? And we add Charlotte 15 here. And skipping the 11 and into 15 all the way out of 11. And we need to go through this again. I'll go into 11 and up on the top row. Oops. No. So we go 2 beams, 11 and 15. Then we go down and continue on the bottom through the bottom beads. All the way to the other side. Be out of place. Oops. What happened to my thread? Oh. Hold tight. Go through down rows, bottom rows. And come out of, oh. 15. Right, put the up row of 11. And come out of this 11 on the back. And I think we did the neck. Oh, that is lesson 4. So that was lesson 4. Yes, we should get lesson 5.
Did you say we have lesson 5?
This lesson is over. So this was lesson 4, the neck. And I'm gonna pull out lesson 5 because this continues this spine in lesson 5, but this is 4, and that's what the neck should look like. So nothing is rippling anywhere. Lesson 5 also is not that big. Here we continue the spine with herringbone ladder. And I guess I cannot do it because I did not finish the tail. Okay, you can do lesson 5 only if you finished lesson 3, which I didn't. Okay, then I'll show you this neck part with nickel beads. They would be different. How's your head, Liz? Oh, nice. Looking good. Mm-hmm. Four again. See how this color goes. We start to work with this thread that's coming out of number 11 and coming up to 6 millimeter. pearl. Oh, it's so tight. Mhm. We go down. Down until the bead before the row before last one. That's where we come up. Here we add according to per instruction. That is where we add our first number 8, but I'm not sure. I feel like it will be too fat. Well, too wide. But we'll try. So this number 8 connects to 2 top number 11s. And I feel it's a little too close. Yeah. So like in this case, when this palladium or nickel beads are thinner than the ones I was using in the other course, whichever color this is, these are a little wider. And because of that, the position of the first number 8 will change. We have to shift it down because per instruction it's a bit too close sitting to the pearl, to this pearl. So we have to shift down one Miyuki 11. So instead of coming out the row before last, we're gonna come out the last row. And then we add number 8. And attach it to the top 2 plus 2 11 beads. And now it looks like it's in the right place because it's not too congested there. So we go into the 8 again. So it doesn't feel jammed. That's what I'm trying, I guess, to say. So it doesn't feel, yeah, it doesn't feel jammed now. But nice and free. Nice and free. Now we add another 8. Out of 8 again. On this side. And attach this 8 to 2 last 11 beads. And we do, I think it's 8 rows. Yeah, 8 rows of number 8. But we'll see how many we will do here. So it's 1 and 2. And 3. Four. 5. 6. 7. 7. Yeah, it means 8 because we put the seahorse in the position. It's touching, it's touching. Maybe this 7. And 8. Wow. I guess it's 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. So what we need to see is well, I guess since we shifted it, it will be 7. So what we need to see is kind of snug, but loose enough fit, and the edge of the last beads touching this number 10 or 10 millimeter bead, and this, what is it, demi 8, sits in between the last and the one before last bead, in between these beads, and it looks like if I add another row, then it will be sticking out like this, and we cannot have this gap here. That is a big no-no, because it will continue through the whole beading, and it's not going to be attractive. So the gap in here is okay, but gap in here between the number 8 herringbone and what is this, 8 millimeter bead pearl is not good. It has to be close touching. And I guess since it does that, then 7 rows is enough for this seahorse. Now we have to attach, I think. The last row to demi round. Oh no, we're not attaching, we're going up. That's right, we're going up all the way. Do not over tighten this part. It has to be loose and even on both sides. Go into the last 2 11s. Check the tension. And we start adding rows of herringbone with number 11. One row, 2. Added 2 rows, put in position again. And coming off side and in position. So I added 2 rows, and the edge of the last bead aligns with the edge of the second number 8 bead. So we attach this number 8 to the 2 added rows. Transport on this side. Do the same here. And continue the ladder on top. With 11 CDs, another row. Check again. Now this one row can actually pretty much aligned with the third row of number 8, so we can attach this third row to the row we just added on top, both sides. And then continue adding on top. 1, 2. Yeah. Touching, touching, touching. Now this one does not align so much. Needs to be here, so we need to add another bead, another row here. Again.
This is Liz. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
On page, I'm on the head to page 29. Is that a new step or is that just a repeat of the steps from the previous pages?
Page 20.
Basically, yeah. I think. But I hope it's so good, 'cause like
Where's that?
Those are repeats from page 25, those steps.
What I thought. So then I go
Back.
to,
So you do the same thing only on the other side. And the steps that are shown from page 25, it says step 1, page 25.
okay, so
Two, page 25. You do the same steps on the other side.
okay, and then the repeat ends on page. Geez, page 31, is that the end of the repeats? No, that's a new step.
So it ends on 29. And then new step is on 30.
On page 30, okay,
Yeah, you add hex cut 15.
okay. Thank you so much.
Mhm. Okay, so I added 2 rows and they look like they match the in the curve of this fourth row of number 8. So we're gonna attach this fourth row of 8 to the last 2 rows we just added.
Did your dad go to the store?
Yeah.
Then we add again next row. Check again. I guess I'll need another row here. And then we attach fifth row to the last 2 rows just added. Another row. Yeah. Now there's one row. The edge of the last row aligns with the edge of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th row, so we can attach it. Adding another row. And it looks like it needs another row. And we attach this last row to the last 2 rows on top. And we have a smooth match. So it should look like the top rows of number 11 are kind of just nicely sitting on top of number 8. And because we attach 1 bead to 2 beads on top periodically, it creates this semi-arc. I hope I explained this whole thing. well enough for you guys to understand. Because it could be challenging because of the sizes and colors of the beads variety.
I think you did explain it really well. Thank you.
So when you do lesson 4, I would suggest you to look through this lesson of the recording first on both seahorses, like actual this part, and then try yours. Julia, are you with us? I wonder how far you went with your seahorse.
Yeah, no, I just stopped my video because I was having some internet issues, and a lot of the time, if I stop my video, my internet stabilizes.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, I made some color changes, so I had to do some frogging. I'm on lesson 4, page 18. No, hold on. Page. I'm doing this 10 rows of.
Uh-huh.
So I'm.
So
on
you
page-
already did this neck part.
I just finished it, so I'm on page 17. Yeah. I
Uh-huh.
mean, yeah, page 17 of lesson.
So is it looking close to
Yeah,
mine?
that's great.
Yeah, okay, super.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah, awesome. Great job.
It helps when you have really good instructions.
I try, and I feel like maybe I'm not clear enough.
Wow, this is more than I've ever seen anybody do for a pattern. That's for sure. It just,
Really? Okay, well that helps.
oh yeah, the effort you went, I mean, the effort that you went to alone to put this together is sort of mind boggling, but you know,
Yeah, it took a few months.
I can imagine.
Well, I guess it was worth it.
Absolutely.
Which page should I be? Page 50. Now I have to attach this. And so go back up, then into the last row of number 8. It's on this side. And then into the demi round. And into the next row of 8. Then other side. Same row of 8. Demi round. And number 8. Okay. And we attached it. So when you make it, so you compare it to what I have and see if it's nice and smooth for you as well. Checking all the points that I mentioned, because it's very important for this to be nice and smooth. I have seen seahorses that had gaps between the pearl, and so they didn't fit number 8 on top of, well, on the bottom in this gap well enough, or it would be extra bead, that it just looked so horrendous. And when they did decorations on top, they just didn't align and fit well, which kind of ruins the whole look. And you do not want that.
May I ask a question? This is Liz,
Yes.
page 31. Um,
$31.
you pass through the 11 and then you pick up at 11, 15, and 11.
11, 15, and 11, and you go in the round a couple times.
My bead is clogged. It's full.
Which one? The
11, the original 11.
original 11?
Yeah.
How is that possible? Do you have a smaller needle?
Oh, actually, I think I can get it through there. I just don't want to break anything.
Yeah, try to, do you have number 15 needle?
I might upstairs.
I would suggest you to switch needles, otherwise it might pop. If
Okay.
it's already kind of tough to go through. And if it's tough to go through, then go at least once.
Let's go through it once.
Yeah, and just pull it tighter.
Okay.
Because you will be attaching other things on top of that construction, and it needs to hold well.
Okay. I'll work on it. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I wish I could just give you a needle like this. I would have given you tiny 16 millimeter. No, not 16, no, 16, size 16 needles. Oля, do you sell size 16 needles? She's not here. She doesn't sell. Oля abandoned us. Okay, and now we add 10 rows. So I'm catching
I'm looking for 15 needles and so
16.
far-
16.
needles.
Uh-huh.
No, I sold them. I had,
You had them?
I used to have them. Yeah, they are impossible to find now.
Oh yeah. I bought
But-
it from some Russian or European site like ages ago.
I bought them in Bed and Button, and I sold them right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is a rare find.
Somewhere I have 15, but oh, they will finish Seahorse, and I will be opening boxes. I thought I'm so close, but no cigars.
Anna,
Yeah?
this is Janae.
Mm-hmm.
I have just a quick question. I've got the powder almond kit.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, would you recommend using the smoke color or the crystal color fire line for that?
Can you remind me what color of seed beads do you have? Primarily 11 and 15.
They're kind of a peachy coppery color. Let's see.
Okay. Then I think crystal.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I was using. You can just see the lines of the thread on top of the lock rosin. That's for the eye.
For the eye?
Yeah, because it's the eye is like a hematite color.
Uh-huh. So you can see it here?
Yes.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I had, yeah, not a problem. I had somebody did a light color and black fire line, and it would have, or maybe I have it here. And they would really stand out. The thread. It's actually, it's not, oh, here, I have it here. It's one of my students. I'll show you. So she has gold, but she used black, or black fire line.
Oh, that actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you want, you can color it black with a marker with this thread.
That's what I was thinking. If it bothers me too much, I can use
Yeah,
a
yeah,
small,
you can do that.
tiny Sharpie and
Uh-huh.
color it. But that looks neat,
Yeah, it's like almost real life.
right?
Uh-huh. And rows I added. Oh, this is. Oh no, I need to connect my iPad. 1 second. And we attach in the same way as Okay. Attach to that, and we start. A herringbone. So, Ola, I have a question.
Yeah, do I have a,
I hope you have an answer.
okay?
So, when you guys go to Japan, is there
After September 15.
is there going to be an opportunity to buy beads from them?
I don't know yet
Like,
because I'm just starting to work around.
mm,
Yeah. Because you obviously wants to do Miyuki.
yeah,
And they do have some beads which we don't have.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, it was really hard to get palladium,
Mm-hmm.
white gold. I bought it from Russian girl who went to Japan, and she brought like kilos because other girls were asking, and she just distributed them.
And why you didn't ask me?
Oh, it was like forever ago. I didn't even know.
Oh, okay. But I'm sure we can somehow arrange, yeah. At least I'm hoping special like this kind of beads, which you cannot get here.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna be looking tonight, Michael and I. And after that, we're gonna send everything to travel agent and yeah. Hopefully it will be like in a month and a half, everything I will know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's not easy to work with Japanese in this respect because you have to be introduced, like you cannot directly to send email, even so they know you, like Miyuki. Toha people are more easier to talk to, but we want Miyuki.
Mm-hmm.
But still, they're next to each other. They're in Hiroshima,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe tulip needles also in Hiroshima. I forgot where they are. Yeah. And Matsuno is also in Hiroshima. They're all there.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever used anything Matsuno?
No.
Peanuts are great. Carol Cipher introduced me to peanuts. They're great.
Peanuts. What's a peanut?
Depends on the stitch, of course. And
What's peanuts?
peanuts, they look like peanuts.
Is it
Exactly. And the
bean?
hole in the middle.
What is-
I can show you. I mean, I can give you some you can play with.
Hmm.
They're great. I mean, if you do that, because when I was learning all this stuff, are you still recording or not?
Yeah. Record.
Okay. You don't want to record.
Well, actually, I guess I can stop because I already showed you what the important part I wanted to show you. And the rest is just like repeating.
But they're Yeah.